Hi, this is Alki, and welcome back to my channel. Well, we got an interesting story from the New York Post. Seems that some House Republicans want to strip Zohran McDummy of his U.S. citizenship and even deport him. Maybe sometime before he takes office if he gets elected. This is from the New York Post by Gregor Earl. Not sure how to pronounce that. Here it is. The first immigration case New York City marathon runner Zohran McDummy may have to confront if elected could be his own, as two House Republicans push the Justice Department to probe his path to citizenship and possibly boot him from the U.S. Yes. So Representative Randy Fine from Florida last week demanded the feds review every nationalization of past 30 years, starting with McDummy. I think we need to take a hard look at how these folks became citizens, and if there's any fraud or any violation of the rules, we need to denaturalize and deport, Fine told the New York Post. He also called a pro for anti-Israeli squad member Representative Iya Omar of Minnesota, who was born in Somalia and is one of the first two women Muslims to serve in Congress. McDummy is a threat to the nation, he continues. I know that there is a lot of us that are very, very concerned about the enemy within. People who have come to this country to become citizens, to destroy it. He dismissed logical concerns about yanking the citizenship and nationalization of Americans after they got elected top jobs. If they're not Americans, they can't be in office, he says. Oh boy. Since June, his colleague, Representative Andy Ogles of Tennessee, has pushed for the Justice Department probe into McDummy, saying that the socialist who is leading New York City mayoral polls lied on his sworn statement when he became a naturalized citizen in 2018. Ogle issued a call to deport McDummy and brand him an anti-Semitic, socialist, communist who will destroy the great city of New York. In 2018, when he was naturalized, he failed to disclose some of the things that he had been doing. One of them was joining the Democrat Society or Socialists of America. That is a communist organization which, quite frankly, at the time would have disqualified him from becoming a United States citizen, Ogle told Newsmax. I don't know why this was allowed to happen. Yeah, that too. He also called McDummy's statements calling to free the Holy Land Five, a quartet of Palestinian Americans who led the giant Muslim charity Holy Land Foundation for Relief and Development, who were convicted in 2008 of funneling millions of dollars to Hamas. Oh, wow. The U.S. immigration law declared inadmissible to those who have been a member of or affiliated with the communists or any other totalitarian party. The current form asks would-be citizens to disclose that they ever been associated in any way with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world. President Trump has called McDummy a communist lunatic. McDummy specifically denied being a communist, but he does say communist stuff. There's a huge letter from Pan Bundy to from who? In this article, Andy Ogles. It's probably back in June. You can check the New York Post to read the whole thing. So, another one. So, Representative Sheer, I can't even pronounce these names. Dan Eodor, who represents Dearborn Heights, who continues a large Muslim population, calls for Ogle to be censored for his post. I don't think so. The Justice Department won't rule out a probe of McDummy. Due to the Democrat shutdown, congressional correspondence is delayed. The department does not comment on statute of ongoing and potential investigation, DOJ spokesman told the Post. The latest outrage over McDummy came when he posted a cherry photo of 2X alongside side controversial Iman Surya Wang Hag. Sorry, cannot pronounce these names. Who was named as an unindicted co-conspirator to the 1993 World Trade Center bombing that killed 6. McDummy did not return a request for comment. Well, I mean, now you got a second member of the House who wants Zohran to be sent packing and go bye-bye to Uganda. And then you have some clown in Michigan saying, oh, he should be censored. I don't think Mike Johnson's going to allow that censorship to happen. I mean, you try to censor some folks on the Democrat side, and the Republicans wouldn't allow it. Maybe they'll think twice now when this bozo from Michigan is trying to do it. Yeah, but the thing is, why are you waiting until to January to deal with him? Because now, let's say you did get rid of him. They're going to have to do another election because right now, I don't know who is going to take his place if he got deported. He got stripped, deported, sent back. He hadn't even announced his cabinet. So you just can't throw the public advocate in there, can you? He's no better than McDummy. So, yeah, that's a crazy dilemma to be in. You got the leading candidate who's claims he's a social democrat, but he's also a communist. And then you got politicians on the right want this guy deported. Hey, I'm all for the deportation. But, you had from June to do something. Now you're waiting until now you got the middle of the government shutdown. Now what? No, I don't want him to win. I want Curtis Lewa to win. But Andrew Cuomo got in the way. And Andrew Cuomo's the one who should have dropped out. Because he's no better than Zohran McDummy. I mean, this is the guy who killed grandma at the nursing home and he touched some fannies and did some other crazy stuff when he was governor. And the summer of hell, oh, that was pretty bad for those who were riding the subways back then. You had that wonderful derailment of an A train at 125th Street because of poor maintenance work in the area. Luckily, those trains were R46s. They were built like tanks. It's not the R44s. Nobody got killed. Thank goodness. The train got skin damage in the derailment, but other than that, they were intact. 44s, when they had a derailment at 135th Street, 10 blocks back, that sucker came apart. So, just like Zohran McDummy's mayoral run might come to an end, it might fall apart like an R44. He'd be shipped out faster than the St. Louis car company that built the 44. Anyway, this is Al Kane saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop. Man, that guy is a crazy train.